Our film uses non-diegetic music that is purely instrumental and has a mysterious and menacing tone, and creates tension which builds up to the murder, and using this is a convention of a real media product as seen in Seven, where similar ideas are used. Although our film uses conventions, it also challenges them when compared to The Shining or Reservoir Dogs, as they are more upbeat and contrapuntal, and the music used in our film Unknown is parallel to the thriller genre. The music in Unknown helps really set the tone for the start of the film and helps it align with the thriller genre because it's dark and mysterious with its pitch and tone. Furthermore, Unknown uses conventional settings as the hitman lives in a mansion, and much like that of Hitman Agent 47 or Pulp Fiction, the wealth of the setting connotes how dangerous and the criminal lifestyle is and how it pays so well for our main character. Other factors in the setting, such as the fog and the mist, can be used as prophetic fallacy to show that everything is not okay and that something bad is lurking. Also, the imposing stature of the buildings creates a sense of power that emphasises the hitman's power. An example of this is the thriller film Seven or The Shining for the towering buildings, where both these factors can be found. The location for Unknown is a small rural village called Castle Hedingham, and the large mansion used is on the outskirts of this, which is favourable to our film as it is in the middle of nowhere and it's almost desolate, as hardly anyone lives in the same area as the house, and this helped further emphasise the film and helped better align it with the thriller genre. These ideas for location and setting are typical conventions of thriller films and help us create the right atmosphere and convince the audience that the scene is real. In our film Unknown, we were inspired from many different sources to use different shots to portray our film. And one of the shots we used was the extreme close-up, and using this shot we showed the hitman's emotionless face when remembering his killings. And also this shot was used to add emphasis onto the hitman's emotionless face and to add mystery into the scene. Influences for this shot was from the film The Purge. Another shot we used in our film was the tracking shot, which was inspired from thriller films like The Shining and Goodfellas. We tried to recreate the famous shot seen in The Shining and Goodfellas and had our hitman walking down a long corridor to get into his kitchen. The tracking shot is a conventional shot used in many popular thriller films and also is very effective in Unknown as it helped us create suspense. All of our camera shots were conventional to the thriller genre and helped make the scene feel more like a thriller. Next, the camera angles we used were also conventional to the thriller, as we mostly used point of view and low angles, and this was to show the audience the world through the hitman's eyes, giving an insight into how he saw the world. And also we used the low angles because it made the hitman seem more powerful and also made him seem greater in an all-round sense. The point of view shots were used when he is getting out his knife, and the low angles were used when walking into the kitchen and walking down the stairs. In our film Unknown, the mise-en-scène used is conventional, as firstly with the costume, most hitmen or killers usually wear suits in thriller films, and so we took our inspiration from Goodfellas, Reservoir Dogs and Hitman Agent 47. We used our inspiration from those films to do what those films had done, which was connote the wealth and the power of the villains or the main characters through their costume, and this is done by them wearing expensive suits, which connotes that their job pays well. Secondly, our film followed conventions again when using lighting techniques, as we mostly used low-key lighting, which made many of the scenes dark or gloomy, and this is so that it would not only emphasise prophetic fallacy already going on in the scene, but it would help us follow convention in thriller films, as films such as The Shining and Seven can be shown to use the same ideas. Also, the low-key lighting that we used helped us create an ominous and mysterious atmosphere. Lastly, in the mise-en-scène, is the props used in our film. The props we used follow conventions and also helped emphasise the film, as for example, the murder weapon, which was a knife, is a weapon that has been used in thriller films since the genre started. And this makes it very helpful when using conventions of thriller films, as it could be argued that the murder weapon makes some thriller films. Again, with the example of Psycho, the iconic knife. Not only the weapon, however, because the use of the Maserati and the phone show off the hitman's wealth because he can afford all these nice things, but they also follow convention again as he has access to all the latest technology like in James Bond or Jason Bourne. Finally, in our film Unknown, our characters follow conventions of typical thriller characters, as the women, both the wife and the girl who are murdered, are shown to be powerless and weak and have no authority, as this is a stereotype for women in thriller films. And secondly, our main character, the hitman, is shown to be strong and powerful and have all the authority. These characters can be used to connote what the media thinks of both genders and how that is applied to film. However, the hitman character can be challenging convention also, as he is very young, and in many thriller films like Goodfellas and The Shining and Shutter Island, all the male lead roles are played by older men ranging from 35 to 50, whereas our character is in his 20s.